you a scary critter from Shark's Fascination. And today I'm doing another look for the collaboration with Makeup Addict. I already got my foundation and obviously my brows done. Those might be a little much done. So anyway, yes, am I going to be doing a spoopy story? Actually I am. This is something that just like recently occurred. You know, it's like things get scared up. A lot of things get scared up anymore. And we won't be using this brush because I got the ring on there. I was doing the color on this finally. I did this on this tree that I made. It's a tree, plain and simple. It's a tree. It's not, oh, Deadmas tree, oh, Deadmas tree, oh, Deadmas tree, oh, spooky Deadmas tree. No. But anyway, so there are, there's a lot of native folklore based on truth. This native knows that during certain time, the Yule, that a lot of people had been working in the silver and the gold mines. Now, the reason I'm doing a silver and gold mine spooky story today is we are doing the Yukon Cornelius colors from his song Silver and Gold. So there is this color here, which is White Noise, that actually kind of has a little silver tinge to it. So I'm going to use that. And then Entity has a little bit of a gold tinge to it. So I'm going to work out of this today to give it that silver and gold. And don't forget that sometimes you can use these as your cheek highlighters. So, and you can also go in to bump and use that as your highlighter. So, not highlighter, your bronzer and contour. So you can just go like that. Now remember, this is super pigmented. So, like when you use one of their products for something like that, be extremely careful. If you have super light skin. Now this light makes me look light, but in reality I'm actually tan. Oh, you're really light skinned. You should wear this. No. This girl actually is not super light skinned. It's just the lighting in here, like the natural lighting can cause you to look like you have light skin when you're not. So anyway, into the story of such. So back in the gold rush, and you know, people were mining for gold. Most of the time they actually worked for mining companies because they actually couldn't afford their own gold mine. For a while they became old, and people still mine some of those today up in where's that? That's Apache Junction. The Superstitious Mountains. It's like right there with the Lost Dutchman. I can't tell you what actually goes on up there. It's a secret. Is it an ancient Chinese secret? No, but it's just a secret. I'm gonna joke around with those words, ancient Chinese secret. Anybody remember those Calgon commercials? Oh, it's an ancient Chinese secret. She was using Calgon. Now, I have one of my new brushes out. I'm just going to take a piece of scrap fabric today and clean my brush on this. Make sure this is clean. Now I did wash my brushes, so except my foundation. So what we're gonna do, switch brush here for a moment. Make sure you clean. And like I said, this is gonna be a silver and gold look, but I'm gonna smoke this out. So first of all, I'm gonna go into that silver tone, right? And like I said, you can use this on your cheek. You just like go like this, and ka-chow. There you go. Anyway, this will do my other one now. Ooh, see? Right there. And that's white noise on the cheek. So you can just take that. And I like the fact this has mirror. I'm not going to use my other mirror today. Now, if you can't get this to stick, go ahead and prime it. Absolutely go ahead and prime it if you can't get that to stick. But me, I put my foundation on my eyelids because, like, that's how I was taught. Like, that was basically your primer. So that's what I remember when doing stuff like this. So let's clean it up. And then we're going to go from white noise over to entity, right? And just take that right there, because like I said, I'm going to smoke this out. We're going to have that silver, the gold, and then smoke it. Because sometimes the silver is next to, yes, let's get back into this story, right? So you have these miners, people that mine, not miners, miners. Anyway, you'll get people mining for silver and gold, and then every once in a while, just like out of wasn't normal. Oh my gosh, the mines would collapse in, right? And people would get lost. Either people were severely injured, passed away, or were just trapped there. It was a trap. Not too much on Star Wars on there. It's a trap. Basically, it was the mining situation back then wasn't like miners have today, which is still seriously like you had to be careful. So I'm going to take my flat brush and go back into the gold and look, just pat that on there. It picks up. And then take it up here. So when we go to smoke, we're going to go there. So just kind of pat it on. And maybe you'll be able to see it better after I smoke it out. But, okay. So, unfortunately, and I'll tell you why they used to take birds in there, right? Noxious fumes. And this wasn't just the coal miners that had these animals with them, right? So they would have the birds with them for a specific reason, right? Now, normally I would use an eyeliner, but I find that you can take any of their black tones and just do this. You can. By the way, if you see me wearing a dress during December, it's because I have to wash laundry. And a dress is what's available today. Not that we should address that. But yes, and then just take that, fill it in like this. So it's like that's like super easy to do. And if you do an oops like I just did there, take your blendy, blend it, and blend it. And that's where you get that coal in there. So see, that coal look in there. So it's like you got your silver, gold, and you got your coal. Okay, so back to that part. Blend, blend, blend. So some of these miners would get trapped, like I was saying. It's like, so what can you do when you get trapped? Some of them got trapped in there for days or weeks. Some of them never made it out after a couple of weeks because, you know, you're in this mine shaft, right? And there's no way for you to get out, except for maybe like blast something or something. So I'm just making it nice. It's not. Okay, so now we're going to have to make that even. And then blendy blend. And, yeah. So, people that go mining today, they have all sorts of stories about, like, okay, they'll go into a mine shaft, right? I'm not going to worry about smacking this edge too much because I think that's so much. No, it's a curl, whatever. It's a curl. It's a curl. So, okay. People that go mining today, right? So it's like, they have stories about some of these mine shafts. It's like that they had no background history on the mine shafts, right? So, hold on a minute. Let me grab some. So I'm gonna take my LA colors, because this would go great with that. And we're going to use this as our water liners. Look at that color. Like, how do you not make a face when you're putting makeup on? So, like I was saying, you can also put that right there because this is made for eyes and lips. I got this from Shop Messay months ago. You know, this year, months ago. Not to mess that up, but yeah, this year, months ago. Got this during the summer. Anyway, okay, so people that work these mines now, right? Like, they get all sorts of creepy stories, or that's why the mine shaft is selling, right? Because too many people got creeped out. And of course, you know, I can see why, okay? Because, first of all, you're in an area where people had passed away. Whether it was accidental or on purpose, because when some of these mine shaft owners back in the day, we're just going to put white noise right here. Give it more of that silver tinge with that gold and coal look. Do we waste this? No. Take that right there. There you go. Remember, that's the little makeup trick. It's on your finger and it's still really pretty and strong. use it. Absolutely, and then run that out. So, okay, there are people, like I said, they have their little stories about the shit that they hear, and it's like, wow, they didn't think about this, right? Like, when you're buying a mine shaft, do your history, because apparently there's been sightings of a miner stuck under a pile of rocks, boulders just sitting there. And in one of the mine shafts, they had to call the cops, right? They thought, okay, a recent murder may have happened. Come to find out, it was somebody that had been trapped there for at least a good century, right? And this person didn't know what to do, and of course they called the authorities. So it's like, who owns this mine shaft? And he was like, I own it now. Do you know who owned it before? No, officer. The realtor sold it to me. And of course, the realtor is not always going to disclose that information. The real estate offices actually deal in the real estate for some of this. So now I'm going to put on some lashes and I'll be right back. I found my lash glue. So let's get these puppies out. Okay, so while we're waiting for the glue on this to dry, right, don't forget that when you're doing your lashes, don't mind my nerd build back over here. This takes a little while to dry. So, okay. And don't forget to shape your lash. No, I did not trim these. I'm going to show y'all like my little trick here. You don't have to waste your lashes. That, and don't forget, every time I tell a spoopy story, something weird happens in the background. And like we're wondering, is the dog actually barking at spoopies? It can be annoying sometimes, but whatever. Friday. So, okay. Oh, she be on there. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Just got fixed right here. She be on. Oh no, she came off. You know what the funny thing is? I'm not worried about that because she can be on thicker anyway. Here's my other thing about this. Like when you're doing this, which lash goes all the time? Oh, let's not glue the eyeshadow. So, okay. Like I was saying, the people that buy these mines, they're not always told about the true tea behind what has happened in that. Let me clean this up. Okay, so now we actually have her on, so we'll pop on the other one because this, I'm not too sure this part. Have you ever been able to just see like through the part right here? Because if you have, it's either the lash itself, which I'm thinking it might be, or it's just not on there good enough. So let me get my other red spider on my eye. So, okay, like I was saying, they see things and hear things sometimes when there's just a person in there just to like check the mine, like security. They have actually seen miners like turn around and look, and there's some mine shafts that you will just see somebody standing there, they're looking at you. It's not a residual haunting, It's actually an intelligent haunting, because in some cases, the miners that have been trapped in there will actually try to protect the mirror down this way. This I was taught by my friend Janelle. Yellow, she's on. If she's fine enough yet, that's okay. At least it didn't almost leave my eyes shut like this. We can laugh about that though. So it said that some of these deceased miners are there to warn the other miners in case of a collapse in the mine, right? So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I mean, oh, I have a little trick. We don't seem to have the lash glue that comes in like the little lash glue pen thing. Unfortunately, around here we only have it in the tube. So this is the star glue. It actually works pretty good. It'll glue your eyes shut. Um, so, okay. So what I do is I'll take that on there and just like, so, okay, like the deceased miners actually will, like I said, they will show up and they will warn the others by showing up. And let me use my Curst Kostmetics Slay All Day. Thank you, Jen. Look, look, look. I'm going to show you something funny. Like, you want something scary for your eye? Have your lash not actually be, like, all the way dry and it keeps catching right there. That's probably because there's a little bit of lash glue right there. Anyway, that's scary. So, yeah, it's about as scary as actually getting caught in the mine, right? Mine shafts for silver and gold, like I was saying. And you can actually find stories about this on YouTube, you know, like where they show the actual mine shafts and everything. Now, I'm going to be using for my lips. Oh my gosh, I can't see without my glasses. And you know what the funny thing is? Wait, this is Ritual. I don't need my glasses. I remembered it. Yes, it's Ritual, and I'm also going to use the eyeliner. Going to use the lip liner Ritual as well, and then I am going to top it with frost. Gonna frost that. Now, I could have and still can go over there and grab a gold one, but there was a story of a miner named John Frost, and he is said to be one of these miners that is stuck between here and the other side. But is he there to harm other people? They say, let me finish my lip and I'll tell you. So, okay, while we're waiting for the matte lip to mattify, so John Frost, like I said, was one of these miners that they think maybe it's him trying to guard the other miners, which actually isn't a bad thing. I mean, some people are like seriously scared of the guy, but okay. But tell me what you think. Would you visit one of these mine shafts? I'm going to put a little bit of Entity on the cheek with white noise for a little extra gold sparkly, and then take it right here. You know what's funny is we try not to have too much shine in our face, but then look what we do, gold. The term gold digger, right, wasn't actually, also that wasn't actually what people thought it meant, you know, in today's day and age, but that is today's something else. That's that kind of gold digger. There's a lot of those out there. A little bit right there, but anyway, okay. So would you be afraid to go to this mine shaft where this miner, John Frost, that's the reason why I'm using the Frost, you know, the silver, the gold, and John Frost. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know how to do duck lips, but is that duck lips? I don't know. Let me know. Nicely in the comments below. Would you go to one of these mining shafts where, like, people are haunting it, right? Because that's a very, like, haunting experience where you don't know if the trap miner there wants help, is trying to warn you, or there's even the stories about the ones that rush at you in a weird way to frighten you run. Now see, those ones, after that happens, part of the mine actually collapses in. So now, are these miners, like I said, protecting other people from coming in there? Because there's also stories of, in some of these mine shafts, there are the spirits of people that have been kidnapped and taken into these mines, right? Let's take like a story that I told about, you know, that happened at Joshua Tree, and the girl was found in a mine shaft. Okay, so yes, think about that. Tell me what you think about this look that I scared at, and stay spooky, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to look up Makeup Addict. And this Friday, we have, over on IG, we have, I gotta go in here. Hold on, I'll be right back. The Midnight Artist, that's what I thought, I was double checking. We have the Midnight Artist joining us over on IG. So you can find us over here on YouTube for this, and then over on IG we have the Midnight Artist. She does some amazing looks. She really does. She does some amazing looks. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. That is an amazing look. So definitely make your day sparkly, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.